Why do we often shy away from the risks that could potentially lead to our greatest achievements? Risk-taking is a fundamental aspect of life, crucial not only in the world of business but in personal growth as well. Yet many of us are held back by the daunting shadows of failure and the unpredictable nature of new ventures. It's these psychological barriers that often keep us in our comfort zones, far from the extraordinary. But consider this, every grand achievement begins with the decision to try. Welcome to InvestorWeb, where insight meets opportunity. Here we dive deep into the art of making wise choices in life and investments, offering you strategies that matter. Stay with us as we explore 10 risks that you absolutely must take in life. First on our list, daring to pursue what you love. The path of passion is often strewn with obstacles, yet it's a journey that calls to the brave. Imagine the daunting prospect of leaving a stable job to start your own venture, or shifting gears entirely in your career to align more closely with what sets your heart alight. These decisions are not made lightly, and indeed they carry a substantial risk. However, consider the stories of those who have taken such leaps. There's the graphic designer who left a corporate job to start a boutique design studio, now flourishing with clients worldwide. Or the accountant who turned his love for coffee into a thriving cafe chain. These aren't just lucky breaks, but the results of passion combined with relentless drive. The risk of pursuing your passion isn't just about potential financial loss. It's about the willingness to bet on yourself, to invest in your dreams. Remember, passion isn't just a hobby, it's the very fuel for your life's work. Passion fuels persistence, a key ingredient to success. Next, we confront our fears by embracing failure. Imagine a world where Thomas Edison never experimented with 1,000 different materials for the filament of the light bulb, or where J.K. Rowling shelved her manuscript after the 12th publisher rejected it. These tales are not merely stories of persistence, but they are powerful reminders of how crucial failure is as a stepping stone to triumph. Failure is often seen as a setback, but let's adjust our lenses to view it as a profound teacher. Each misstep offers a unique insight, a lesson that success could never teach. It's in the crucible of failure that resilience is forged and innovation sparks. Consider the tech moguls who launched products that initially flopped, or the scientists whose theories were once ridiculed. Their resilience transformed their failures into the cornerstones of their success stories. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Investing in yourself, a risk that always pays dividends. One might ponder, what does it truly mean to invest in oneself? It's about more than just the occasional self-help book or a sporadic workout session. It's about a consistent, lifelong commitment to expanding your knowledge, honing your skills, and cultivating your personal growth. Consider education, not merely in the traditional sense of degrees and diplomas, but in a broader perspective. This includes workshops, online courses, and even insightful conversations that challenge and expand your worldview. Each of these elements builds a more formidable, versatile you. Skill acquisition is equally crucial. Whether it's learning a new language, mastering a craft, or understanding digital marketing, each new skill not only enhances your capabilities, but also increases your value in various spheres of life. And let's not overlook the importance of personal development, setting goals, improving discipline, and nurturing resilience. These are the internal renovations that prepare you for external challenges. The best investment you can make is in your own growth and capabilities. Change is inevitable. Saying yes to it, that's a choice. In the whirlwind of life, particularly in the realms of technology and business, adaptability isn't just useful, it's essential. Consider the tech giants who once started as small startups. They didn't climb to the top by rigidly sticking to their original plans. No, they evolved, pivoted, and adapted based on the changing landscapes and emerging technologies. Take the example of a well-known social media platform that began as a simple photo-sharing app. As the digital terrain shifted, it embraced changes, introducing video features, stories, and even e-commerce capabilities. This wasn't just change, it was transformation, fueling their ascent to global prominence. Similarly, businesses today face a barrage of changes, market fluctuations, consumer behavior shifts, and groundbreaking innovations. The ones who thrive are those who view change as a companion, not a challenger. They harness it, learning and growing through each alteration and adjustment. When change knocks, let curiosity answer. Let's talk money, the risk of financial investment. Diving into the world of financial investments can be likened to navigating a vast ocean. There are numerous vessels to choose from, stocks, bonds, and real estate, each with their own set of waves to ride and storms to weather. Starting with stocks, they are akin to speedboats. Fast and potentially thrilling, but they can also be quite volatile. A sudden market shift can mean significant gains or losses, emphasizing the need for a keen eye and a steady hand on the tiller. Moving to bonds, these are more like sturdy ships. Generally safer and less volatile than stocks, bonds offer a smoother journey with steadier returns, though typically smaller than those you might expect from stocks. Real estate, on the other hand, is like investing in a solid, tangible harbor. While it requires a larger upfront investment and carries risks like market fluctuations and property management challenges, it can provide substantial long-term returns through rental income or property value increases. Each type of investment requires thorough research and an understanding of one's own risk tolerance. It's not just about riding the waves, but knowing which waves are worth riding. Smart investing is risk-taking with a safety net. Can you risk putting trust in others? In both the tapestry of personal bonds and the intricate dance of professional partnerships, the thread that weaves success is trust. It's a daring venture indeed to place your faith in someone else's hands. Yet, the rewards can be transformative. Consider the business world, where trust is not merely a soft skill, but a strategic asset. When you delegate tasks, you're not just offloading work, you're empowering another, betting on their capabilities and commitment. This leap can lead to increased productivity and innovation, as it allows individuals to focus on what they do best. However, trust comes with its risks. Misplaced trust can lead to setbacks or even betrayal. But without this risk, growth is stifled. It's about finding balance, knowing when to take control and when to let go. In personal relationships, trust builds the bridges that connect us deeply with others, fostering environments where we can flourish. Trust is the glue of life. It's the foundational principle that holds all relationships. Sometimes security is a gilded cage. It's an intriguing thought, isn't it? Many of us spend our lives building walls of security around us. We seek jobs that promise stability, we cling to routines, and we avoid risks. But what if these very walls we cherish are the barriers that prevent us from soaring higher? Consider the stories of innovators and trailblazers who stepped away from the security of their familiar surroundings. It was not in well-trodden paths, but in the wilderness of uncertainty that they found their greatest successes. They embraced the discomfort of not knowing, the thrill of unpredictability. Imagine a world where Thomas Edison clung to the security of the known, where J.K. Rowling never risked rejection by publishers. Their courage to let go of security paved the way for monumental achievements that reshaped their fields. As we ponder on these narratives, it becomes evident that the most profound growth often sprouts from the seeds of risk and vulnerability. True growth often begins where your comfort zone ends, risking disapproval to stand up for your beliefs. In a world that often rewards conformity, it takes a profound level of courage to stand firm on your principles, especially when they go against the grain. Integrity isn't just a personal attribute, it's a bold stance, a risk that involves potentially facing isolation, criticism, or even tangible losses like a job or business opportunities. Consider the entrepreneurs who prioritize sustainable practices over cheaper, more harmful alternatives. They face higher costs and might struggle to compete with mainstream companies initially. Yet their commitment to the environment and ethical business speaks volumes about their character and often attracts a loyal following that values these principles. Or think about employees who blow the whistle on corrupt practices within their companies. Despite the risk of retaliation or being blacklisted in their industry, they choose to act in alignment with their values, advocating for transparency and justice. Integrity is a risk that defines your character. The unknown, a territory ripe with risks and rewards. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast, unexplored landscape. It's daunting, yet exhilarating. Venturing into the unknown isn't just about geographical exploration, it's about stepping out of your comfort zone in everyday life. Think about picking up a book on a subject you know little about, or signing up for a class in a language you've never spoken. Each new step is a seed planted, which can grow into a tree of knowledge and experience that shades your future decisions. Or consider the thrill of starting a new hobby. It could be as serene as painting or as dynamic as rock climbing. Each brushstroke, each climb adds layers to your character, pushing your boundaries and expanding your capabilities. Such ventures not only transform your perspectives, they reshape your life's narrative. They teach resilience, adaptability, and the courage to face the unknown with a spirited heart. Dive into the unknown, for it is where treasures are found. Last but not least, the risk of choosing happiness over convention. In a world brimming with expectations, the path laid out by society often seems the safest. Career choices, lifestyles, even the dreams we dare to dream are frequently shaped not by personal desire but by societal norms. Yet there's a profound risk that calls to the spirited few. The risk of placing personal happiness above these conventions. Imagine stepping off the well-trodden path to forge a new way based on what brings joy and fulfillment. This isn't just about choosing an unconventional job or lifestyle. It's about listening to one's heart and making decisions that resonate deeply with one's own values and aspirations. It's important to recognize that this choice, while liberating, is not without challenge. It requires courage to face potential criticism and the strength to stand alone. But the rewards, they are immense and deeply personal. A life filled with authenticity and joy becomes not just a possibility, but a vibrant reality. When you choose happiness, you choose life. We've journeyed through 10 life-changing risks today. Each one, from pursuing your passion to trusting others, challenges us to step beyond the familiar. Reflect on how adopting these risks might shift your own trajectory. Remember, greatness often lies just outside our comfort zones. Embrace the discomfort, for it is the crucible in which the future is forged. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to InvestorWeb for more insights on how you can transform your life and investments. Until next time, keep risking and keep growing.